Good afternoon friends. I have discussed the part 2 of the constitution in my last video, and today I am going to discuss article 12 of the constitution. Article 12 is the first article of part 3 of the constitution, and part 3 basically deals the fundamental rights. And article 12 is very important for this part because article 12 deals the definition of state, and state is the responsible authority to protect your fundamental rights, and sometimes state violates your fundamental rights by passing some laws which are inconsistent with this part. So definition of state is very important for this part or fundamental rights. Also the same definition provides in DPSP, but for this part article 12 is very important, or the definition of state or the state is very important because state is responsible authority to protect your fundamental rights. So let's get started with the definition of state. Here, in this part, unless the context otherwise requires, the state includes. This is the definition. This is the definition, or this is the word of barrack of the Constitution of India. The government and the Parliament of India under the definition of state. Okay, and the government and the legislature of the each states, all the states legislature and the state governments. Okay, and all the local authorities within the territory of India or under the control of government of India. And the definition of other local authorities provided in section 3 of General Clauses Act, which means municipalities, panchayats, district boards, etc. and the other authorities. But the definition of other authorities is not exhaustive in nature in the constitution. So for the other authorities, for the definition of other authorities, we must refer some case laws or important judicial pronouncement of Supreme Court and the High Courts. Here I am referring University of Madras versus Santabai. In that case, the Madras High Court applied Iusdem Generis and decided that University of Madras is not a part of state or other authorities because University of Madras had no such similarities which actually should actually under the definition of state, which actually should be under the definition of state. And another one case law is Rajasthan Electricity Board versus Mohanlal and others. In that case, the Supreme Court held that Rajasthan State Electricity Board is a part of other authorities under the definition of state because Rajasthan State Electricity Board was established under a statute which was passed by the state legislature, or so it under the definition of state and or other authorities under the Article 12 of the Constitution. But friends, you please consider more case laws for this article because which if you consider more case laws, more and more case laws, then you will able to write one or two case laws in your exam because it is very complicated to keep in your mind all the case laws. So consider more case laws, then you will able to write one or two case laws here. I am just referring two case laws here for your for the definition of other authorities, but you just consider more case laws which are already provided in your books. So